Welcome back to episode 2 of Agrarian Skies Let's Play Muddy Minecraft with me, Greatester. As you can see from last episode, I've expanded a little bit. We're going to use slabs just because, as far as I know, they stop the spawning of mobs. So we just expanded this out a little bit more because we're running out of bone meal, and yeah, we shouldn't just keep using it. Although that's a really nice tree, that'll produce lots of good amount of wood and dirt. Now, I've made more barrels because I'm hoping at some point soon it's going to rain. I'm going to need those to collect the rain. In the meantime, however, let's show the next phase of this. We've already shown you dirt, obviously, and great cobblestone from the stone that you get from dirt. But we can go one step further. We can create... should I do this with wood? Yeah, let's do it with wood. I already made one with stone, but I'd rather just show you this from scratch. So, 2 sticks, 2 pieces of wood. I guess it's a wooden hammer. What's the wooden hammer for? Well, it's for hammering cobblestone. You can make stone hammers, which work a bit faster. Okay, we get gravel from that. Now, if you carry on, let me just change over to my prepared earlier stone hammer, and that's just cobblestone in face of the instead of the wood at the top right. Okay, so we've now got sand, and any of these, the gravel, sand, or otherwise, can be sifted in the sieve, whatever you want to call it. But we can go one step further. And this really is specific to X Nihilo, or however you pronounce that. And this gets us different things in the sieve. Do I want... Yeah, I really need more of that. Let's just do 1 through it. See what it gives us. Go away. Pulverized iron ore. Sure if we can cook this without... No, we can't. We need multiple of it, just like most other things. If you sift gravel, however, you'll get different types of ores, but broken versions, so it's broken silver or broken tin ore. You just combine 2 by 2 of those in the crafting grid, and you'll get the tin. I think you'll probably get the gravel version, at which point you can then start hitting with hammers until you get decent ores. And I'll show you that as soon as I actually have enough to show you combining them. So at the moment, that's going to be pretty... It's going to need to wait a while. So here I've planted pumpkin stem. Got more and more potatoes. As you can see, I've got enough now to survive for a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go away now. I'm going to go to produce more saplings and make more dirt, sift it through until we've actually got enough, or until it rains, and then I can show you the next phase. We need to make that clay I mentioned before to make a bucket. And the way to make clay is you need to fill these up with water and add dust, which we've already seen. Dust. But we need rain first, which is somewhat annoying. This isn't a desert, is it? No, it's a river biome. Okay. So we should get rain sooner or later. Be right back when it is. And unfortunately, due to a save game corruption, I had to rebuild everything from scratch. Yep, don't even ask. Anyway, it still hasn't rained, even on my recreated world, which is really annoying. But while I'm still doing this, obviously you may well have seen yourself. There's been a couple of weeks actually since I last did an episode. I just took a break off, a bit of holiday. I'm back now. And we need to get going. We've had an update in the meantime that's updated the pack to 1.05, which has introduced the questing book and lives. Just because this is a YouTube series, I've increased my amount of lives massively. Don't do this in your own game, obviously. It's nice to have a more challenge than this, but I just can't force myself to recreate this all over again multiple times if I died finally. Not for the YouTube series anyway. So what does the book give us? So if you open it, and you'll get all the way to the start of this screen, and nice voiceover will play. And I've already just unlocked led into Skyblock, and you open that section, and there's at the very start, this is just like a map that you'll move through. On this side, these will be flashing when you start. So you go through the first one, you just have to craft a wooden plank, you'll get an apple. Second one, you submit that wooden plank to the book, and you get these two things: quest delivery system and a hopper. So that's all I've done while I've been off camera, but on camera, final way of completing quests is quest delivery system. Cool. So all we have to do is submit a plank through the quest delivery system. So I've got it in here. There we are. So I'm just gonna. Really don't like those edgings in this room. That's annoying. Not enough room. Alright, so let's put that down. And where's our hopper? There we go. Why would you do that? Wow. This is when you wish for a crescent hammer, or any other tool whatsoever would be handy. Please tell me that just didn't disintegrate it. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're not going back to the quest delivery system for some time then, because that's 5 iron, and I don't have 5 iron. Yes, I know. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, I was going to show you that section, but bear it back, I guess, when it rains again. Hopefully, it hasn't rained ever yet. Really annoying. Bear it back. Okay, let's try this again. I've just cheated in one of these because it's a beta pack, so I'm going to assume, yeah, just for my benefit, make sure to hit the top of the actual quest delivery system, not the wall of your thing. You don't have any kind of way to realign this at the moment. So, hopper, there's my wooden plank. And why don't you work? Use the hopper smith's plank. What? Click the second task that pops to the left, no help given. Give the hopper back using manual submit. Oh, how? This disappears again. I just don't know. I bound the QDS to the QDS. Okay, the system obviously needs a fair bit of work. Let's try this again then. Fine. 100%. Fine. Second task.
No help given. The task with player can handle that. Manual split. Well, let's hope this doesn't break again because, yeah. Yeah, it's broken again. That makes no sense. There's no way to give the hopper back. Fine. I'm just gonna have to search for another hopper again. Sorry about these bugs, guys, but just helps. There we go. So I've completed all of the first one, I think, in the beginning. Okay, so now I have to go through and do other things. So it's not recognized I've already built part builders, so I may have to build those again. Croquet's recognized. Oak barrel it hasn't recognized. Okay. There we go. We just rebuilt all the actual various tools, so let's move on. Build another barrel, and that should get us what we need. So, if I remember rightly, it's been a couple of weeks, but there we go, barrel. And yes, I'll donate this to my fund where it may possibly future rain at some point. No rain. It's like this is a desert or something. And it's not. It really isn't. It's a forest. Where were we? Ah, yes, barrel. So we should now have everything complete. I've got to pick an axe of despair or a pan of destiny. I don't know the difference, but I'll take an axe. Claim reward. And again, these hearts are very useful. Obviously, if you're playing on the hardcore mode instead of doing a YouTube streaming series or YouTube recording series, these will help. Well, at least they will once you get a full heart. So, put that back in the chest, and I've got another reward bag. Now, the first one just gave me lots of different potions. The second one gave me a red herring. Well, there goes the red herring. And that's all it gave me. Okay. So we've got some melons. These are the potions from the other reward bag, by the way. Flight 4. Flight 4. Yes, I don't feel like flying over nothing. If that's exactly what they do. Let me just put these back, and I'm going to need to build another axe anyway, so let's just do that now. Axe head and flint. I want an axe. Just because my other one's about to die. Now, these do have kind of skill level with XP attached, but it seems the way I'm using this is just it's going to die before I actually raise its level. So it's still not rained, so we're going to have to wait for it to rain. It's kind of a real blocker for the start of this this particular pack. Once it rains, it should be fine, as long as you've got enough barrels, but meantime, at least we've got plenty of food now that we can use. You'll notice that these melons have grown. All I've done is plant them and put a dirt block next to them, so we'll get more dirt blocks and put them in place, and that should be it for that. Okay, so I will be right back once we've actually got some rain. And it still hasn't rained, and it's still blue sky in every direction. So I'm just wondering whether we can do this any other ways. Let's just break this for a second. I'm looking for sand. We got sand. Just wondering whether I can make this into glass and glass into a bottle and bottle to collect some water from up there to fill a barrel with. I'm just wondering whether that will actually work or not. If it doesn't, we're really going to have to wait for the rain, which is extremely annoying. Let's hope this works, because we can speed things up if it does. I'll take that sand back, I don't need all of it. Because unlike a bucket, the glass bottles will collect water without draining the original or taking the source block out. Let's see, will you work? You will work! Oh, thank God. If no rain, build glass bottles. That is the moral of today's episode. So for clay, we just hit this. Get dust. Clay. Clay! Clay! Okay. What can we make with the clay? We need to make we can make a bucket now. Well, an unfired bucket, and we can fire the bucket. While getting more stuff. A couple of things I didn't mention because I've been away for a couple of weeks and I forgot about it. The hatchet is my original hatchet, so I just repaired it with a couple of flints. I know I made a new one, but that's a bit of a waste. I just want to increase the level on this one so that... why am I hitting this with... Oh dear. Yes, so, while I'm hitting it with the correct tool, I just want to make sure that I get more levels on the hatchet, which can give me some modifiers and just help. Particularly moss is good, because it self-repairs then. But it's kind of a random chance. The other thing I didn't mention is that things like potatoes, apples, as soon as you start to get spare amounts of them... and do I have any spares? I don't really. But if you have spare amounts, you can put them in the barrels and compost them just like anything else, just like the leaves. It's just that I've been starving pretty much through all the episodes, so that's not really been an option for me. But back to our glass bottles. Good, I do no longer have to wait for rain on any of the episodes, that's great. And once that bucket is finished cooking, which should be any moment... There we are, clay bucket. That'll let me move the source water blocks from up there if I want to. But if I don't want to, that's okay too. I don't really have any way of... I can block that off now. Yeah, this will be an infinite water source, so that'll be fine. If I block this off, that's going to cause some havoc with the plants, but that should be okay. If I replant the water, fine. One. It is infinite water, thank God. You should keep going the way you did before. Hopefully. Yeah, all the way to the end, that's fine. So now I've got an infinite water source, just like you'd expect, and we can use that for a number of different purposes. One of the first ones we're going to need now, I've used up the stones I previously had. I don't think I have any spare. A few spare, but not too many. Enough for 2, but I need more now. Okay, so I'm going to show you what to do, and then I'm probably going to do the rest off camera because I'm going to have to sift a lot more dirt to get there. What you want to do is get more clay. So down through sand to dust. Oh, that's so good. That really is so good. There we go. Where was I? Clay. Same thing. One short. Really one short. Let's just get another piece of dirt. Sift it, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cool. Go to your crafting station. And is that the right one? Could have sworn it. Oh, maybe it's the porcelain. The thing we're trying to actually make is crucible. If I can spell crucible. There we go. An unfired crucible, which is porcelain clay. Okay, so that's bone meal and clay. Fine. Bone meal, I think I have some left, some in there. There we go. So it's 7 of each. Unfired crucible. And fire it, just like the bucket. What this is going to do is this is allow us to make lava for the first time, which is one of the more important things, particularly if you want to get a lot of cobblestone. Crucible. Great. Any kind of heat source underneath it will start melting things. At this point in time, we only really have torches. I don't think we have any other means. So what we're going to need to do is, I'm going to do this inside. Yeah, lava. Really don't have a lot of room on this place. So there we go. Okay, so anything you put in here is going to heat up slowly because it's a torch, but it's going to heat up. And the one thing we want to heat up is stone. So let's see if we get another another cobblestone. Yeah, we've got enough for 1. And we've got some grass seeds. It'd be nice to convert this clay to actually real grass at some point. Just drop it in. You're going to need, again, just like the composting barrels, you're going to need a fair amount. But what's going to happen is this is going to change because it gets heated up into lava. One point to note here, the only thing where you can transport lava at the moment is the bucket, and if you use the bucket, when you drop the lava again, it's going to disappear. It's going to use up the clay bucket. So make another bucket, or etc., or make sure you only transport lava once. What we're going to have to do with the lava is make a vanilla spawner of cobblestone. And everything's made out of wood. Yes, maybe not on the wooden platform. Maybe out here. I wonder if I can make one that's big enough. Okay, I'm gonna go and get some more dirt, get some more stone, and once I end up with, there we go, you see, it's changing into lava. Once I get enough, I'll be back on the screen and show you how to make the vanilla spawner. You are going to need multiple source blocks of water.
Alright, so how do we build a cobble gen then? Because this is going to save us a lot of work in the future. Build this shape to start off with.
you want to trench for long. And the second one, unfortunately, there really isn't a lot of depth to this island, so I couldn't really go down very far. Normally, that would just be got something like earth at the bottom. And make sure whatever you actually build this out of, it's also not flammable. Hopefully, this will work. Should. So there's our flowing water, and to get cobblestone, we need flowing lava as well, and we need the two to hit each other. So drop that in there, and hopefully, yep, there we go. This is why this block is here. It's just so I can hit this with something. Now, this isn't a great cobble gen because what's going to happen is some of that's going to hit the lava, but it should be enough for us to start getting resources a great deal faster than we were doing before. Look at this. Oh, this is amazing. There we go. 1/4 stack of gravel, which we can just line up like you would do anything else, and we now have gravel, sand, and dust on an unlimited scale, as long as you're willing to actually, you know, keep on hitting it with a hammer or any other tool, which we are. Where's my sand? There we go. And now that means we can get pretty much as much clay as we want, as much other materials as we want. That's still sand? Ah, dust. Meh. Go on the dust. Clay! Clay! And if you wanted more lava, there's some there. Great! That's pretty much the end of this episode. We've got pretty much a cobble gen, unlimited resources, and all kinds of other stuff. Next episode, we'll see what we can do with that and head towards making our first machines. Thanks very much for watching. Greatest is signing off. Please leave a comment below or subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes. Thanks very much.